So in the last video, I shared with you how I reorganized my kids' independent work into these file boxes. And I think it's a really simple solution for those of us who want to be on the go and not have to separate the workbooks, because this would be too heavy to put in your kids' backpack and too many things. It was for us. This has been helpful. It goes easily in the car and they can carry it. And then their backpacks can just be for their, water bottles and different things that we may take when we don't even need the workbooks. So I'm going to show you in today's video what we are actually using for their independent work right now. Just real quick, but I know some of you are curious about what workbooks they use independently. Hey, I'm Sabrina. Welcome to my channel, The Simple Happy Life, where I share about our homeschool, organization tips, and what we're up to. So this is my second grader stack. I'm going to quickly show you what we have in here, and then I'll show you what's in my fourth grader stack. But we school year round. We started in September, and some of these we just started in January, but I think they'll be done by mid-July. These are things I just want them to work through independently so that I can know that it helps me know that they are able to read and extract and be disciplined in doing something without me being there presenting the information. We do a lot of group studies. We do a lot of reading aloud, a lot of writing and things like that. And so this is, like I said, for them to take responsibility for things, and they actually enjoy them. I used to think moms are lying when they say their kids enjoyed workbooks, but my kids do. So this is my second grader stack. He really likes this Big Life journal. Oldest has this one too. For my second grader, we have Me and My Feelings. And so I'm not going to flip through all of this, but I'll show you this one. So he'll read, I'll read, and then we'll kind of talk about it. They have little quizzes that he can do, and then we can talk about them as well. So this is what is in his book, and we probably only do this once or twice a week. And we don't do all of these every day. He probably could, and he has done that sometimes, but this is not something I push for them to do every day. Now my second grader does the third level of this one. He did the second level last year, and he loves language lessons for a living education. He gets really excited to do it. Sometimes he'll do a week in one day. It just depends on his mood, but I ask him to do 1 to 2 pages depending on the page in a day. So he really likes this book. My fourth grader likes this book, but he didn't like this. So your kids don't always have to do the exact same thing. That is something I'm learning. He didn't like it. I'm not pushing it, so we're not doing it. But he should be done with this by the end of July. And then we have Building Writers. I love Learning Without Tears. They also do Learning Without Tears. They're keyboarding. So they like that. Some of their independent work is online. So we have Building Writers. And then this is his kickoff, his cursive kickoff. He wanted to learn cursive like his brother this year, so he's taking his time through this. This he probably won't finish in July, but that's okay. He started writing his name, and he said that when he gets better, because this is written in the erasable ink that we use, he'll erase it or either write his name better and compare how far he's come. And so he does still do his handwriting, so he should be done with this one though by the end of July, and we'll move on to the next one. His name is not on this, but he does do teaching textbooks online. We do a couple of things for math. He really likes math. So we do Right Start Math. If you're interested, I'll try to put a card for the video I have about that or link it below. But we do Right Start Math. He also does teaching textbooks, but we don't print out the stuff for teaching textbooks. So he uses this as scrapbook paper. It's just grid paper, it looks like that. But that way we don't have a bunch of scrap pieces of paper everywhere. So this is nice. And then he has this workbook he's been working through. I think I shared in the last video. I may have shared, I don't know. That he was, let's see if I can't bring the wrap-ups. These right here. So he can tell you what a minuend is and the subtrahend, and that this is the difference. He knows the parts of the problem. He knows how to solve the problems. He knows how to do double and triple digit subtraction. what he gets tripped up on sometimes is just me saying, what is 12, minus 2? It just takes him a minute. I'm not quite sure why. It's fine that it does, but I just feel like he's learning a lot of the terms and the process, but he gets frustrated by just like not having some of the facts memorized, and that's okay. But he wants to. So I got him this book right here. And then he does the wrap-ups along with this. I actually shared when I got these in a haul last year, and we have been using them. And so we're going back to review subtraction before we move on. He also wanted another workbook for math that he could do without me. The kid likes math. So yeah, we have teaching textbooks, this going on. He does do the teaching textbooks every day. He does a little bit of this, and he just started doing this. So this should not take more than a week or so to do. So that's not something that's a part of the norm. So my fourth grader was like, oh my God, why do you want to do that? He cannot stand math mammoths, so he doesn't do it. But my second grader really likes it, so he is working his way through this so he can go at his own pace. When he's working with me, we go, at a pace that works for both of us. But this, he just can go as fast as he wants. And then this is what we've been using for his logic. I'll probably do something a little more next year, but he likes mazes and fun puzzles and things like that. So why not keep it fun and light and do that. And then for geography, we were using the Evan Moore geography and the Evan Moore critical thinking. And after we finish this, I think we'll go back to that one. But they like these DK geography workbooks better. So that's what he's using. And then and he does this by himself. They do all of these by themselves. And then I just check over it. And if they have a little question or don't understand something, then they can write a question mark or write out the question on the sticky note and put it on the page for me, and I can check it if I don't get to go over it with them right after they finish. So a lot of times I can do it right after they finish because we're all sitting at the table working together, but if not, he can put this on and we can keep it moving. And so this is something I actually picked up from Staples that just lives in the front of his workbook. But guys, that is it. Let me move quickly through my fourth grader stack. So this is my fourth grader stack, and my boys both have Chromebooks, and my husband does a lot, or has a lot set up, so they can't just be running wild on the internet. But we do use these for school. Like I said, they're really durable, and they are touchscreen. And so there's some games up here, but they also have like their teaching textbooks up here, which is really nice. Hi there, you can see me. But they can go into their teaching textbooks. This is actually Cameron's laptop I'm seeing because it says Math 3 and his name. So they do teaching textbooks. They do Time for Learning up here. They do Time for Learning is actually, people use it for like their full school, but we use it for language arts, science, and social studies. Sorry, the camera's going kind of dark because of the light from the laptop. But we use Time for Learning for those three things. And then they use Writing Without Tears, the keyboarding program. So those are the things that they do online daily. And there's a few other things they use, but those are the main. Now actually, I think I dropped this one. He also has a big life journal like my youngest. And then we've been doing this vocabulary cartoons, which is pretty fun. So I'll just give you like a quick flip of this one. So this is what he's been using for vocabulary and thinks that's fun. This is something else we've been using for vocabulary and spelling. Found out about this one, and I think this one too. I think she uses another one though. But this one specifically I found out about from Tanya over at Project Happy Home. I think I'm saying that right. But she shared this workbook, and Aiden has really been liking it. So I actually shared this on my Instagram recently too. But he's been liking that. He also has a building writers book from Learning Without Tears, and they just have little writing exercises in there. And then this is his cursive workbook he's working through. He started this last year. He was a little slower working through it, so we stayed with this one. I think this is third grade level, and this is the fourth grade building writers. And so he'll move to the fourth grade cursive when he finishes this workbook, and it will also be this shade of like blue. I don't know, was it like a periwinkle color? I'm not sure, but that's what he'll move to. This is the book, the graph notebook that he uses for his teaching textbooks. And then recently we've gone back to the Life of Fred. We still have Right Start Math, but I think we're going to pause on that for my son, Aiden. Again, all the curriculum may not work for all of your children, but that is the beauty of homeschooling. And he loved Life of Fred, but I couldn't get with it. It was just too weird for me. And I was like, I don't feel like trying to make that work. But you really don't have to make it work. So he wanted to go back to doing this. So he's going to do the first 4 books. I think he can go through them pretty quickly to review before we move him up. So that's what he's going to do in here. And there's problems at the end of the chapters for them to do. And so they have the answers. They tell you not to look, to be a good character and not cheat, right? So he'll have these your turn to play. And so he will write his answers in this one. He recently picked this one out. So he'll have 2 different graph notebooks. So that is something that he is starting, and he really wanted to do this. The child loves stories. So that's what we're doing for that, for his other math. And then for logic, he's doing this one. We might switch to something else next year, but for now, he's really liking this. And then the geography, I mentioned that they didn't really care for the logic, the critical thinking, and the geography from Evan Moore. Even though I like them, I think you should check them out, give them a try. I'll link that below if you're interested. But they are liking these DK workbooks better. I think they find that they can I don't know, more easily do them on their own. I'm not sure. It's not like they have any more color than the other ones. Actually, the other ones have some more. The workbooks for Evan Moore don't have the color, except they're skill builders, which we will be using those to review before moving on to 3rd and 5th grade. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I have a 3rd and a 5th grader. But hey, I do. Such is life. They're growing up, and I'm very excited about our journey. But that is what has been, or that is what he's been working through lately. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I feel like I've chit-chatted long enough. If you stayed with me, I hope that this was helpful. Remember to subscribe, like if you found this helpful, and I will talk with you guys soon. Bye.